G'day everyone, Daniel Anderson here. Welcome to an exclusive little video just for subscribers here. Welcome to everybody, existing subscribers, as well as everybody that's jumped on board in the past week. Thank you very much, and I hope this little clip brings you some value. Today what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at how we can make our SharePoint lists a little bit more sexy. All right, let's bring in some formatting to our lists and make them a bit more visually appealing rather than just our stock standard data that we generally see in lists. So what we can do, and I'm going to cheat a little bit, but there's a great repository on GitHub that, let me just open that up for us so that you can have a look. If you just search for PNP list formatting, you'll get to this GitHub repository. Great community service here where we can have some, and there's some pre-existing samples that we can reuse. So what we can see here is I'm just on a SharePoint list. It's for an events campaign. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this person column here. So you can see here there's an event coordinator column, but what it does is it just lists out that particular person in text. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring in their profile picture. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over to this repository here, and we're going to go into column samples. Now inside column samples, I'm just going to search for person, and we're going to look for we won't do multi-person, we will look for this person round image format folder here. I'm just going to jump inside here, and the file we want to look at is this JSON file. So I'm just going to click on this as well. Now all we're going to need to do is copy this formatting here. Now I'm going to click the raw button here, and then I can just go Control A, Control C. So I've copied that to my clipboard. I'm just going to jump back into this list now. I'm going to click on the little drop down arrow next to event coordinator. I'm going to go to column settings, and I'm going to go to format this column. Now I'm not going to use the out of the box conditional formatting. I'm going to click this little advanced mode here, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to paste in that code that I've copied from the website. I can click the preview button, and you can see now that I've got the options here for bringing in the profile pictures instead of the name. So I'm just going to save that now, and let's close that. So you can see now I've now got the profile pictures of the user instead of that username. All right. Now, the other thing that you may have noticed is that we can do some conditional formatting as well. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to choose this Contoso hosted column, and I'm going to go to column settings, and again I'm going to go to format this column. Now I'm going to use now is a format yes or no. All right, so I'm going to select tick this, and now I've got the ability to edit our styles. So by default, because it's a yes and no column, we've automatically got a red or a pink for no and a green for yes. So I'm just going to save that. Okay. Now, the other thing that we can do as well is we can jump into the status column now. Now let's take a look at another way of formatting. So we can now go to some conditional formatting here, and we can go to, we've got two options. We've got format choice options here. So we can format the different choices of this column. All right, and we can go into edit styles, and we can change our colors based on what the value is of that column. So if I'm gonna just change this needs analysis color to an orangey color, and I'm just gonna save that there. Okay, so now what we've got here is we've got a nicer looking list now where we've got profile pictures, we've got some conditional formatting, and you'll notice here that when I change, let's say I change this to from a no to a yes, let's just flick that across to yes. You'll notice that the color of that column now and that cell changes to yes. All right. So it is live, and it's a great little way to just bring a little bit more visually, your lists, make them more visually appealing, and just bring a little bit more value to the users that are using these lists. All right. So there's a few different options there where we can format our columns. Some that are just inbuilt, like these two here, or there's another way that we can format our columns. And there's a great repository that's part of the P&P program or project, and it's called SharePoint list formatting. So if you just Google P&P list formatting, you'll get to this GitHub repository, and you can have a browse through the different options that you can reuse there to format your column. So I hope that brings you some value today. Hope you have a great week, and I'll see you in the next episode.